think he likes it? You think he likes it?
Yeah. I think he feels like it's a swimming pool.
Yeah, it's a big swimming pool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna make paw prints everywhere.
Paw prints?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet he does. Hey, Doze. Hey, Doze. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Well, howdy do, friends, and welcome back to the ranch. Good to have you here today. This is going to be one of those videos that's a little bit different, a little strange, and I'm sure you're all saying, aren't they all? But nevertheless, I've got a question for you today that has three possible answers. I'd like for you to pick one, and it will impact the future of this channel in the direction that you guys would like to see it go. So anyway, stay tuned for that. Right now we'll get a little bit of housekeeping out of the way. Once again, thank you so much for being here. The weather condition that comes out of the Pacific Ocean called El Nino or La Nina dictates how much rain we get in this part of the country, and this La Nina that we are currently in has been very, very kind to us. We've had a lot of nice rains, and it's really helping to pull us out of this drought situation we've been in for about 3 years now. Case in point, check out this game camera video right here that was taken just a few months ago, just about the time it started raining. And compare that to this video that was just taken a couple of weeks ago. Check out the differences in the grass. Look at this little doe in knee-deep grass, and this little fox where there's just no grass at all. And this is the same exact place. Look at the brush under the trees in this video compared to the brush under the trees in this video. Look at the leaves on these oak trees, and these are live oak trees. They do not shed their leaves. The leaves you see on the trees in this video right here are what they had all year. Compare the amount of leaves in the trees that they have right now. So my friends, the rains have been wonderful. This ranch looks so much better in green. And just like me, you guys were shocked a few months ago when I showed you pictures of the creek and how low the levels had become. Here's a video of the creek a few months ago when it was so doggone dry. And here's a video of the creek just a few weeks ago, starting to fill up again. And granted, it's still not back to the normal levels we would love to see. But if you're part fish and part kangaroo, like our old buddy Rip, what we've got right now is plenty good enough. Time to go. Your fingers are going to get all wrinkly. Hey, come here. Come here. Good boy. Did you have fun? The water feel pretty good? No? The water feel pretty good? Yeah. Good puppy. And right after Rip got done with his little swim there, we went on down to the next game camera to pull the SD cards out of it. And before Rip got down there, I was already at the camera, and I came on to this little dude right here. And I knew if Rip saw this guy that it probably would not end well. I had just wrestled a turtle out of Rip's mouth, and I knew I would have a pretty difficult time trying to wrestle a coral snake out of his mouth. This is a coral snake. The red bands touch the yellow bands. Red and yellow kills a fellow. This is indeed a coral snake right here. We see quite a few of them out here on the ranch. So anyway, I ushered the little guy away from the game camera, and by the time Rip caught up to me, he never did see the snake. Thank goodness. And speaking of things that get your complete undivided attention when you're out and about in the wilderness, I've spent a lot of time here lately out at Matt's new resort with Matt and Mikey mostly, sharing a lot of quality bonding time with our chainsaws. And here poor Mikey gets into something that totally got his attention too. At first I thought he was into a bunch of wasps.
What?
Yeah, you got some wasp, I bet. But upon inquiry, it was just...
What is it?
Spider.
Oh.
And to be honest with you, I've done a few of those dances myself, only to find spider webs all over my face. I think we all have. Anyway, Mikey is a hoot. And currently out here on the ranch, not only do we have spiders, but we have a whole bunch of portly does. And these mamas start dropping their babies around tax time, around April 15th. But not so this year, nor the last couple of years. The weather conditions, the drought has been so severe. The grasses were just very poor quality, very scarce. The water was very poor quality, and the animals were just suffering. And once again, Mother Nature controls the timing of the pregnancies. Mother Nature also controls the numbers of babies the mothers will have through nutrition, hydration status, body fat, and hormones. Birthing of these little babies in the wild is a pretty complex miracle. And now from the cute and adorable to the scary, or at least the stinky. I have no clue what this little guy is doing at 3:41 in the morning, nor why he stopped at that particular time to give himself a bath. But nevertheless, the reason I'm showing you him is because I want you to see how black he is. That is the norm. Almost a completely black animal with a white stripe down him. But I'd like for you to look at this little guy. He's almost the complete opposite, almost completely white. You would want to call this guy an albino. However, albino means they cannot make any melanin, which is the pigment that gives them the color. And unless they're completely white, they are not albinos. If there's one black hair on the animal, it is not an albino. So this is just a super rare white skunk. Okay, and now for the big question I would like to ask. As you all know, I recently acquired a 1972 Blazer from my neighbor that I'd been trying to buy for 23 years, and the conditions finally made it where I could get the thing. Sadly, it was sitting outside with no top on it for all that time, so there's a lot of repairs to do. I have been working on this thing, and as I've been videoing it too. Say that 3 times real fast. But anyway, I've been filming it. How about that? The old-fashioned way to say that. But nevertheless, I've got this big pile of videos, and I did not know where to put these in, because I know there's a lot of you that are car guys and car girls that would like to see the progress of the reconstruction of this old abandoned Blazer, and I'm pretty excited about it too. So here's the three options: A, B, or C. A would be I start putting just a little bit of what I've been doing on the video in each of my regular videos. In other words, I'll put like a 5 or 10 minute segment in each of my regular videos so you can kind of keep up with it that way. Number two, or B, am I doing letters or numbers? I forget. Anyway, either 2 or B, whichever this one's supposed to be. Let's make it alphabetical. A, B, or C. A would be I put just a little bit in each video. B would be I make a separate video about once a month. It'd probably be a 20-minute video on what I've been doing that month. So I'll just put out a monthly video, or maybe a couple of times a month. Just depends on how busy I've been. So B will be I'll launch a video and this would work good for people that don't have any a desire to see what's going on with this Blazer. If you don't want to see it, I would select B probably, and that way you can just ignore that video. Or for those of you who want a more in-depth video, B would be a good choice too. Here's another idea I've had. It would be choice number C, choice letter C, and that would be to create a completely different channel that just deals with all the mechanical stuff that I do out here on the ranch, and the majority of it is working on my old cars, my Corvettes and old Luther, my old pickup, and then just tractors and shredders and all that stuff that are always breaking down here on the ranch. Like I said, the bold majority of it, the lion's share, would be working on muscle cars and vintage cars, but it would just be a channel all on its own, and it wouldn't have any of this other ranch stuff on it. It would all just be mechanical stuff, mostly repair and enhancement and maintenance of vintage cars. So there you have it. Anyway, A, B, or C, put it down in the comment section and I will do a count on that. I greatly appreciate you helping me out trying to figure out which way this channel needs to go next. Anyway, guys, that's it from out here on the ranch today. Once again, thank you so much for dropping by. Like I said, we've got rain, we've got grass like we haven't seen in a long time. The animals are thriving. Even the fish are back, the turtles are back, the turkeys are back, and the fat on the animals are back, and we've got a great crop of little babies too. So anyway, life is good here. I hope it is where you are as well. So folks, thank you once again for helping me determine the direction of this channel. I just want to make it where you enjoy it as much as I do. So that's it from out here on the ranch today. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Once again, it means a lot to me, and you know that. God bless you all. I look forward to seeing you next time. And I want you to always remember I love you. Bye-bye now. Yay! So what you doing there, Al?
Neutering a dog, Dad.
All right. Who's gonna learn you?
That's a mistake.